In this video, you will learn how to use your everyday laziness to break any bad habit you want. Whether it's porn, alcohol, cigarettes, or any other drug, a bad habit can crush your self-esteem, damage your health, and take you to a very dark place in your life. I think we can all agree that we have struggled with at least one bad habit during our lives. We can also agree that bad habits make us feel powerless because nothing seems to work against them. There are amazing methods to break bad habits like therapy and support groups. Unfortunately, these are either too expensive or too embarrassing to admit that we're going to. That's why, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I use laziness to make my bad habits super difficult to occur. That said, I don't have all the answers. Bad habits are very complex mechanisms and there's no universal method to get rid of them. But hopefully, what I share with you in this video will provide you with a little bit of more help to fight your bad habits. Back in our prehistoric days, our life was a constant battle between life and death. We were one tiger or food shortage away from being dead. In both scenarios, we needed to be full of energy either to run away from the tiger or to survive for long periods of time without food. Nothing has changed since those days. We still have the same body that's focused on preserving energy for times of need. What we refer to as quote-unquote laziness is just our body's natural inclination to preserve as much energy as possible. You're not a bad person for not exercising, it's just that your body prefers to save that energy for some time that you might need it in the future. You are not a terrible person for eating fast food over cooking your own healthy meals, it's just that your body prefers easy things because they require less energy. Laziness is a word that carries feelings of shame and guilt. Instead, think of yourself as someone who always wants to conserve more energy. Back in my mid-teenage years, I was overweight. I remembered that I ended up weighing 200 pounds and I felt very ashamed about my body. I had junk food all over my house, in the kitchen, my bedroom, and on the living room. I felt very bad about myself because I didn't have a strong willpower to control myself. Little did I know that willpower and self-control are not the things you need if you want to break a bad habit. What you need is to leverage your laziness, and here's how to do it. Going to the gym is difficult at first because you have to dress up, get into your car, drive, and lift heavy weights. Doing all these things requires a lot of energy. You could apply the same principle to your bad habits. The key is to make your bad habits so difficult to occur that you will need tremendous amounts of energy to engage in them. In most cases, your brain would rather save this energy than sort through all the obstacles to engage in a bad habit. The key to using laziness to break any bad habit is to structure your environment in such a way that you make your bad habit so difficult that you would not want to go through the hassle of making it happen. For example, if you want to quit your caffeine addiction, here are some things that you can do to change your environment. Stop buying coffee when you buy groceries. Get rid of your coffee making machine. Get rid of your coffee cups and get rid of coffee creamers. This basically will force you to dress up and go out just to get a cup of coffee. Personally, I'd rather deal with the craving for a few seconds than drive 10 minutes for a simple cup of coffee. If you want to stop self-destructive thought patterns, delete Instagram, unfollow mainstream media on every social media, and stop hanging out around negative people. If you want to quit your porn addiction, invest in a porn blocker, quit social media, especially Instagram, and remove every single electronic device from your bedroom. Back to my story when I was overweight, my mom stopped buying junk food and hid everything sweet in the back of every kitchen cabinet. She made sure that everything that would make me gain weight was either not in the house or was very well hidden. As a result, I had no other option than eating healthier food and therefore I lost weight. The best ways to use laziness to break a bad habit are these. 1. Remove your triggers. Bad habits are so difficult to break because they are everywhere. People end up addicted to social media because they carry their phone 24/7 with them and they have 8 social media apps in their home screen. It's no wonder they can't step away from them. Get rid of every visual cue that reminds you of your bad habit. Just by doing this, you're forcing yourself to take some extra steps to engage in your bad habit. Since we are always looking to preserve energy, we'd rather be lazy than engage in our bad habits. If you're serious about quitting a bad habit, you will find a way to alter your environment. But of course, not every cue can be removed. That's why the second tip is hiding your triggers. Back to the social media example. If you use Instagram as a business tool and you depend on it, at least remove it from your home screen. You can also delete the app from your phone and use it only on your computer. If you drink too much soda and live with someone who wants to drink it, at least move the soda to a place where you won't see it. In this case, the soda will still be on your house, but since out of sight or in a place that's difficult to reach, your brain will rather conserve energy than make the necessary effort to reach for it. Self-control is a myth. One of the best strategies to break a bad habit is to create an environment that reduces the exposure to the things that remind you of your bad habit. It's almost impossible to be full of negative habits in a positive environment. This video was inspired by the amazing book Atomic Habits. Make sure to grab a free copy of this book with the link in the description below. I think it's the best book you can listen to if you're serious about changing your behavior for the better. Go grab the book now. By the way, I made a guide with the most important information about how to break bad habits and build good habits. You can grab it with the link in the description below. This video is lesson number 7 of the Self-Mastery course. Make sure to check all the previous lessons to learn everything you need to know about human behavior. I will leave the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a good thumbs up to support the channel.